Yeah, let me get into it and see what is coming for you for your birthday. One, two, three. Okay. Ooh, Cheyenne. So we have the Six of Cups as the hopefully you could see it as the bottom card. So it could be some issues with the past. Some issues might be coming up. That's for the bottom and the shadow aspect. But let's see what's coming up for you for your birthday. So we have the Ten of Swords. So it's an ending. This is a really gruesome deck. Just want you to be aware of. But the Ten of Swords can represent an ending, which is a good thing. And then we have the Sun. That's a really good card to get. So it's like an ending of this kind of like sadness, and then a new beginning of happiness, of joy. And then the last card is the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is all about intuition. So for you, when it comes to your birthday, I feel like there's going to be an ending of this kind of like this period of like I can't go anywhere, and then it's going to be replaced with this positive energy of joy, of living life to the fullest, of especially since with this card 10 represents the ending of life. So one period of your life is ending, and then another one is emerging, and it's emerging even is more potent and powerful than before. With this High Priestess, I see like your intuition is going to be on peak, Cheyenne. So the only issue that I see with this card being in the intuition is that some things from the past are going to emerge, and you're going to be aware of it. So with the Six of Cups, there are going to be some issues that will make themselves present, but I feel like overall with the Sun card, with the Sun card the Sun card usually has a child, but for this deck, it doesn't. But things from the past will come up, and although they might seem like a little bit sad and depressing, I feel like you're gonna really embrace this new you, this new it's kind of like sensitivity, this new sensitivity of you. But sorry, but that's basically what I'm getting for your birthday. That's coming up for you, Cheyenne. Hopefully this resonates. And I wish you the best birthday to come. Welcome. Grimsha, when will your ex reconcile to you? You guys are not in contact for 2 months. So that's the time-based question. I don't really do well with time-based questions, but I can definitely see what's going to cause it to. How do I say this? The when is going to happen with what causes it. So I'm going to see what causes it to. I'll make sense once I'm doing the reading. I know what I'm saying. I'm kind of struggling to find the words for it. Yeah. All right. When will your ex reconcile to you? One, two. Three. All right. Ooh, we have the Two of Swords as the bottom card. Two of Swords can mean can mean having a hard time to make a decision. Like this is the Libra card. So as a bottom card, it can show that there is going to be a even more difficult time to make a decision. I will get to you, Cheyenne. Just let me finish with Rimsha. All right, so we have the star. The star can represent healing. It can represent hope. It can represent having a unique, having something unique within a relationship. The next we have is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can represent someone taking action, someone moving forward. This is kind of like moving towards a better future, a happier future. And then we have the Six of Cups too. Again, I did shuffle the deck again, so I just want to make you aware that I did shuffle it. But basically, let me channel to see when. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I'm hearing with the Six of Cups, it might be 6 months. So I don't know if it's like it's in 6 months peak or 6 months from now. I just know it's going to be in 6 months. So there's a possibility of that. I'm also seeing that there needs to be some time to really think about yourself and think about like where you're going and like who you are as a person and in what ways you need to treat yourself nicely. And then this person just needs to follow their own passions, and then they need to be in their own adventure for a while. They might not return because we do have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands, they do things impulsively. They do things because they just want to. They don't really have they have a goal that they personally want to do. So it's a possibility that they might not come back, but if they feel like they want to come back to the past, there's still a chance of you guys getting into contact and reconcile. We do have the star, so I feel like either way, the outcome is still going to be positive if this person decides to come back or not. I think like thinking about the past, thinking about ways that it could have worked out would still it will still spark some type of forgiveness. I don't feel like you guys need to talk again, but if it does, there's still a possibility of even if you do or don't, I still feel like the future looks bright for both of you. That's it. But yeah, with the Two of Swords, there might be some hesitation, like to even communicate, because it is the bottom card. I just want you to be aware of that. That's all that I'm getting, Rimsha. So maybe 6 months, maybe not. Let's see, Sagittarius girl. What does SP want from your connection, friendship, or relationship? So let's see. Welcome, Rimsha. A friendship or relationship. What does SP want from your connection, friendship, or relationship? Okay, let's see. Friendship, relationship, person wants. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, we got the Emperor as the bottom card. Emperor can represent someone who's very strict, who's very passionate. It can show up as Aries energy, but let's see. So when it comes to friendship, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles Pentacles can represent someone who's very reserved, who has a really close grip to their friendships, who really is a little bit secretive, but um, they don't mind opening up the world to specific individuals. And then we have for relationship, we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups can represent like celebrations. It can represent having like a big friend group. This is kind of friendship energy. I just want to let you know from what I'm seeing right now, but we'll see a little bit into more detail. But basically, in a relationship, it's more like having a really favoritism in group dynamic. This zombie is looking at the Queen of Pentacles, so I just want you to be aware of that. And then we have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands can represent like having two. Hopefully you can see it. Ten of Wands can represent having too much on the plate. It can represent the relationship in general, like the connection that you guys have is a little bit too. It's there's too much emphasis on it, and then there's a lot being piled on. I don't know if it's because one person has a lot going on in their lives, or if their relationship in general has some kind of burden in it, because there's just too much in the plate where there's not enough give and take. For the time being, I really want to say it's more friendship based. Just for the time being. We do have the 10 of Wands, and the 10 can represent like an ending of a cycle. So maybe in the later future, it's going to come out into a more relationship based. But for right now, I feel like the best course of action is a friendship group, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles and we do have the Three of Cups, which represent friendships. We also have the Emperor, which represents that this person is putting their priorities first about themselves. So yes, I think that's all that I'm getting. But hopefully this resonates. And yeah. All right, so Cheyenne, you and Kevin have a sit down and talk transition this place. Welcome. So like I mentioned previously, Cheyenne, this person might decide to yes or possibly not, and if they do in 6 months, I do see that happening. Will you and Capricorn have a sit down and talk? Place. I'm gonna pull one card to see. Okay. So we have the queen of. I do want to make sure to tell you that I am shuffling, and I am doing things to get diversity in this deck. But we do have the Queen of Wands, and it's basically saying you're gonna have to wait and see. I feel like once you get your new place, you're literally gonna just have to focus on yourself. I don't feel like you focusing on someone else is the best action, especially with the Hierophant, and the Hierophant goes by their own morals. So you go by your own morals, and I mean, try to listen to other perspectives, but I feel like for you, it's more about stability and staying true to your own morals, because that's where kind of like some problems might arise. That's all that I'm seeing, Cheyenne. Will it lead to anything? Let me see. Welcome. So I pulled one card for as far as like where it will lead. I feel like it's just going to lead you to your own victory, to your own success, um, to your own proud energy. I think you're really going to just be doing fine. But that's all that I'm getting. All right. So next question. Kiss Jay, what is coming towards you? There's like this. Give me just 1 second. What is coming towards you? Ooh, Seven of Pentacles wants to come up. Let me take these two. Okay. So for you, Kiss, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which can represent a pause, a wait, a time of sitting still and looking at the work that you've kind of created. We do have the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups can represent like a relationship. It doesn't really have to be a relationship, but it can represent like a relationship dynamic or getting in touch with not just your higher self, or it can be like getting in touch with someone emotionally, but it can also represent like getting in touch with your higher self. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you got two Pentacles and then two Cups. So you're kind of like managing these two situations. For you, Kiss, it's like you're almost attracting this pentacle. It could be a person. It could be, I don't know what you're attracting, but it's something materialistically or physically that you're bringing into your life. Seven of Pentacles, it's like you're waiting for it. So you kind of bond with it. You kind of pay attention to this person or this career or just some area in your life. You've been keeping an eye on it. And because you've been keeping an eye on it and taking care of it, I feel like you're not just working more on this thing, but I feel like you're really attracting progressive energy into your space. Let's see what your bottom card is, and that's gonna be the Shadow. The Shadow is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords can represent some truth and some. I'm hearing lies for some reason, like you're bringing in truth and like you're how's that word? Dissipating lies. I feel like a sudden realization or a bright new idea is just underneath the surface, but it's going to take a while for you to recognize it and take a hold of it. But I do see this as a really positive card, though. So just want to let you be aware of that. All right, so yes, on point. Awesome. Hello. All right, so let's see. Dream show, when will you get married? That is a time-based question. I'm going to pull one card to see possibly when, but I really doubt I'll get anything. Because I really don't like doing time-based questions. All right. So we have the fives. Um, in chat, 5 can represent 5 days, 5 months, 5 years. I do feel like it's like I really do not know. I feel like there's gonna be, in all honesty, what I feel like it's gonna happen is like there's gonna be just a lot of like conflict and a lot of like, um, yeah, there's gonna be too much conflict to even think about getting married for the time being. We do have the magician as the bottom card, which for me can represent there's like can be some lack of communication, some lack of um, like there's gonna be some lack of preparedness when it comes to your marriage for the time being. So it could possibly be a while before you even attempt to get married. Like I said, I really don't like doing time-based questions because I really don't know how to do that yet. I'm still trying to learn, so just want you to be aware of that. All right. So hello there. You want to ask what does Mark feelings for you, and will he reach out? So those are two questions. Let's see the feelings for you. One, two, three. Ooh, bottom card. We have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like as far as like reaching out, this person might struggle with reaching out. We do have the Four of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles can represent conservative energy, and they might have an issue with letting go of some of that energy. But let's see about feelings for you. Got the Ten of Swords, then we have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Seven of Wands. All right, so right off the bat, I'm going to tell you it's not really a good energy. Of course, I might be wrong. I'm trying to connect with this person intuitively, so I'm picking up from these cards. But basically, I feel like the Ten of Swords can represent there's some ending or some wanting to end, and some backstabbing or betrayal. Three of Swords can represent sadness and a realization of maybe I don't want this. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can represent someone who is really pushing off these kind of like ideas in hopes to make some kind of light of themselves. They might be dealing with this internally, but I don't know. Let me try to look for advice for you. All right, so we have the Two of Wands for you, and this is so interesting because we have two angels for you. So maybe I want to say I don't usually say this, but asking for forgiveness, asking um, for love and hope, and the two angels can represent asking for the universe to kind of bring this enlightened energy. I don't know if you believe in God or not, or angels, but I feel like this energy needs to be um, introduced into the relationship because we do have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands represents two people, and they are sending um, between this cross. So in regards to your question, Jess, there needs to be some kind of uncrossing of energy, uncrossing of these negative feelings. There's some kind of like pent up energy, and it just needs to this is it needs to be erased basically, and kind of transformed into love and light. But that is basically what I see when it comes to Mark Hicks' feelings for you. Um, hey, Rush. Welcome, Kiss. All right, so Moonstars. I think you're next. Will he? Will A come back? I'm gonna do yes, no possible outcome. See what happens and what I see. Welcome, Jay. Welcome, Jess. Sorry. Welcome, Jess. Let's see. Moonstar. Will we come back? Yes, no possible outcome. This person has the free will to do whatever they please. And if they decide to come back, it's from their own free will. But I would just look into the possibility. So, yes, no possible outcome. All right. Ooh, we got the Hermit as the bottom card. So for yes, we have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Sword is all about like ignoring issues. It could represent ignoring people. It could represent um, them picking up on their hello, them picking up on their own ideas and emphasizing like their own principles. Um, and it's interesting that your name is the Moon Star. For no, we have the moon, and the moon can represent. Um, it can represent delusions. It could represent Moonstar. It could represent someone. It could represent for no situation. It's the moon coming up in any reading. It's kind of like you have to go in by yourself. Like I can't really tell you what's going to happen in regards to your relationship, but I feel like since the moon is a major arcana, there is a possibility of it being a no. But ooh, and then we have the Empress. All right, so right off the bat, Moonstar, what I'm getting is like you're getting too much. You're getting into too much detail. You're trying to get a lot of information when you should really be focused on intuitively. If this person comes back, he'll come back. He'll come back from the free will of their choice. I feel like for you, you should just sit there, wait, and just live your life. With the Empress energy, it's about nurturing your own environment, nurturing yourself, paying attention to your own habits, um, and what you need to care for. We have the yes and no, and as far as I'm concerned, the Empress sits in the middle, and she doesn't look like she's going either way. Um, I really can't tell you. I really can't tell you. This person might decide to, but there's a possibility or a greater possibility that it's going to be a no. I just want you to let. I just want to. I just want you to be aware of that. Um, but maybe down the line you might see them again, or you might get in touch with them because we do have the Hermit as a bottom card. Um, and especially with the Moon card, like I feel like the Moon, although like in this life, this is gonna sound so weird, but the Moon is associated with past lives. I feel like you will probably meet them again in another life, if you believe in that. Um, but that's just from what I feel and see. Can you feel what's going on in your month? So Faye 30, I can see like what's going on between you guys. I can't really see what's going on in this person's love life. All right, Harmony. Are you gonna date someone new? Welcome, Moonstars. Okay. Are you gonna date someone new soon? A potential husband other than Kay? All right. Yes, no possible outcome. Ooh, we have the sun. Either way, I feel like either way, you're still gonna be happy with your choice. Just want you to be aware of that. It is the shadow card, so it's gonna be like down the line. But yeah, Harmony. We have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is really a sadness and disappointment. It's kind of like if you do meet someone, it's kind of like they're not as good as I thought they would be, but like at least they're good. Like I could see a potential future. For no, we have the Emperor. I feel like you're gonna really stick with with this guy that you're with, or you're thinking about. Yeah, and then we have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is pointing this way. So I feel like it's gonna be with the person that you're you know what I mean. Like it's gonna be with this person that you're sticking with too. I feel like if you go out, it's gonna be like some kind of major disappointment. Um, but yeah, I think that's all that I'm seeing. All right. Welcome, Harmony. All right. So thing about me, guys, time-based readings. I'm not really into that. So like, if you're asking like, if things are gonna happen like 5 months, 5 weeks, 5 years, or something like that, I really struggle with that. I haven't really developed my intuition to get that kind of far. I just want you guys to be aware of. No, I feel like if you go out and try to find someone new or to replace someone from the person that you're considering you're considering husband material, Harmony, I feel like you're gonna find some disappointment. Either way, I still feel like you're still gonna be happy in the end. So it doesn't really matter if you do decide um, to go with someone new or stick with the person that you're with. Um, just something that I want you to be aware of. Okay. Faith. What's going on in men's love life? So let me see what's going on with the connection between you two. Um, Card two. One, two, three. All right, we got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords can represent indecision. It can represent blockages, and it can represent not taking action. Um, we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can represent it can represent someone holding themselves to a standard. Then we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can represent someone who's very critical, who is very Okay. So basically, what I'm getting is there's like a pause going on, especially since these two are sitting. There's a pause, and there's some contemplation. I do feel like with the two wands, I do feel like there is some divine guidance in your connection. Um, Blue. So there is some divine guidance in your connection. I just feel like for the time being, in regards to your relationship, your connection in general, it's more reserved than anything. But when you guys do speak, or if you guys speak, or when you speak, it's basically going to be more. It's a personal. It's going to be more personal. Because we do have the Four of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles, they're sticking to their own spot. When they open up to communication, they kind of like open this. They're opening their opinions, but they're conservative opinions. We do have the Two of Wands, and Two of Wands can represent passion. It can represent two people. Again, with its two angels, I do feel like you guys are guided, but I feel like it's more like being quietly guided. Yeah, for you guys not speaking, I do see that with the Two of Swords as the bottom card, and that's the issue. That's the issue. And it makes sense since we have these two. I mean, there's literally no like there's in a relationship with not relationship, the connection that you guys have. It's more like thinking about yourselves than thinking about the other person, to be honest, and that's basically what I'm getting. So that's something to work on. You can do it individually, or when you guys do eventually speak, if you eventually speak, open up. That's basically what I'm getting. All right, who is next? This is what's going, Faith. This is what's going on with both of you guys. I really will. I'm not really going to go into his life because I just don't feel comfortable. It's kind of like a privacy issue. But I hope this reading helped. All right, so who's next? I think it's you, Elsa. What do you need to know to improve your friendships? What do you need to know to improve your friendships? One, two, three. All right, bottom card. Ooh, we got the devil. For you, there's some friends that you need to let go of. There could be some toxic energies. This doesn't always have to mean toxicity, but there is some kind of issue going on between your friend group. I just want you to be aware of. But when it comes, this is also control issues. I'll go into further detail once I see these cards. All right. For improving your friendships, you're a Capricorn. Oh, that makes sense. For improving your friendships, we have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is like passion. It's like this guy has like a hammer and he's ready to swing it. Yeah, I feel like with the Capricorn, it's kind of like you have this natural instinct that comes from you because you're a Capricorn. But yeah, let me get into this. So Eight of Wands, it could represent fast movement, fast action, working on something and making it a priority. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles can represent work, and this is Sun in Capricorn too. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So when it comes to improving your friendship groups, this is so funny because all I see is like you're very quick to make things work, and that's really a good quality. But I feel like some of your friends need to be thrown out, and um, the reason why I'm saying this is because you have this kind of mindset of improving. You're in this mindset of constantly improving, and although like you're not afraid to look back, or you're not afraid to I'm channeling, so I'm taking a pause. So you're not afraid to quickly work on a relationship, to work on the friendship. You're very quick to. I'm saying you're not. You're very quick to work on a relationship or progress as soon as you see some bad um something not working out. And I feel like it doesn't mean that you have to throw people out of the curb, but I feel like being too impulsive and trying to fix relationships that really don't need to be fixed can be kind of like a downfall. I feel like you're just wasting energy, um, and the people that really stick for you will be with you through the bad times and the good. The Capricorn energy with the bottom card, we do have the Fool underneath that, which is a really good card. I do feel like you're coming from a place of like great opportunities, like innocence in a way. But I feel like sometimes you could be a little bit too constructive and restrictive, and I feel like that needs to be let go of. But in overall, I do feel like you're doing it out of like it's coming from a good place. So in all honesty, just let loose, let go, be that Capricorn energy that like unchains themselves. But that's all that I'm seeing, Elsa. Um, yes. Feel um, feel free to just literally let loose a couple of times. Like, yeah, welcome. All right, so who is next? All right, so I did also. Dream shot. I'm gonna pull one card. And you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords can represent it could represent being tied down, or this person might be tied down. As far as if the manifestation work, if your intent was to tie this person down, yeah, probably. Um, but I feel like it's like a restriction. Um, yeah, with the magician, it's a serious restriction. But that's all that I'm getting, Imsha. Um, I feel like Grimsha, you need to focus on yourself a little bit more. I do see like you have a really strong gift. Um, but yeah, that's all that I'm getting. Afshan, how will your future spouse treat you? Like his behavior? Let's see. How will your future spouse treat you? 2, 3. All right. Queen of Swords energy. Very. I feel like this person's going to be very critical as they're going to communicate deeply, and I'll get into this a little bit more. All right. So for you, Afshan, we have the Empress. Empress is very nurturing. Really awesome card to get as the first card. It's a nurturing energy. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is all about passion. It's all about sexuality. It's all about a birth of new inspiration, um, new passion. And then we have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords can represent someone who's who does things impulsively, who does things because they're told to. I feel like how this person will treat you. I feel like if you say anything that that um that they resonate with, they'll be quick to do any action that you want them to do. So I do feel like this person is going to treat you very, future spouse is going to treat you very, very nurturing. I do see children being involved, because we do have the sexuality of the Ace of Wands, and then we do have the Empress, which can represent birth. But there is going to be some impulsivity on their part too. I feel like they might do things without even thinking it through. And that's going to be the real issue as to why the Queen of Swords came up. Because eventually down the line, I feel like there is going to be some deep communication in regards for the two in this relationship, for your future spouse. I feel like you're gonna have to set some laws and some structure that they're gonna have to follow without even thinking, beforehand. But that's basically what I see. It's a really good reading. So yeah, they might think without. No, you can just Total Violet. Just leave your question and I'll get to it. Or Afshan, I don't really like. For me, I don't really like to read for genders. I feel like I usually feel like saying they, them, person, or I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable reading for genders. Yeah. I mean, I just read what the cards say. I don't really read for like genders and stuff like that, or I try not to. All right. I think the next person is Total Violet. If I forgot, just oh no, the next person is Monica. Monica, general reading for you. It's cool. It's cool. Afshan. No need to worry. All right. So Monica, career car. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Monica, career car. General reading for you. One, two, three. All right. Got the Knight of Swords again. Oh, this is okay. All right. General reading for you, Monica. So we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can represent someone who's very who who's very dreamy, who's very airheaded in a good way. Um, they're really creative and imaginative. Then we have the Two of Cups. We have two cup suits, and um, this kind of ties in with two uh, for some reason. So it could represent partnerships. It could represent dealing with someone who's very imaginative, or it could be just yourself in general. But Two of Cups can represent a relationship, um, a possible relationship, and then we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, it's someone who is someone who struggles mentally and who has some fears about themselves um, and from what I'm getting, it's like I feel like you're fearing this relationship. You're fearing a connection, or you're fearing your own imagination. Um, there's some fear going on, and I feel like you just need to get over it and really embrace this energy. We do have the Knight of Swords, which for you, I feel like the Knight of Swords coming as the bottom card for you, it's kind of like this hesitation to take action. Like you really want to think about things um, before you even do anything. And I feel like this is going to be like something that you need to work on. I feel like you need to embrace taking action and not even worrying about stuff. Like just take action just because you want to. But that's basically a general reading that I'm getting for you, Monica. All right. Total Violet. Will JK reconcile with you? Is there any future of the relationship with her? Of the relationship with her. Let's see. Whoa. Yes, no, possible outcome and regards for the future with this person. Yes, no, possible outcome. We have the King of Cups as someone who's very emotionally in tune, who underneath the surface is very, very emotionally in tune. Um, but let's see. As far as is there a possible reconcile? For yes, we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles can represent moving on from a, an old problem to a better solution. For no, we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is um, still being aware of the issue, of the underlying issue. Which this is kind of strong energy. I feel like this is more like um, this is more like trusting in their own intuition, trusting um, just trusting themselves. But let's see. So, as far as reconcile, we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is pointing towards the no, and especially since there's this major arcana card. Um, and this is a lot of intuition too. So I feel like it might be like a no, um, especially since things seem to change from they change from one dynamic to the other. Um, Possible no, I might be wrong, um, but yeah, I do feel like it might be a possible no, especially since the High Priestess that represent intuition and getting in tune with some people's feelings. And then we have as the bottom card the King of Pentacles, which is another intuitive and empathetic um, and kind of like it's basically a reasonable person. I feel like the issue is that um, when it comes to give me a second to channel when it comes to when it comes to your future, I feel like it's more like you're gonna be better off. King of the King of Cups, they enjoy their own company. They don't mind other people's company, but they enjoy their own company and they appreciate life's emotional experiences. And for you, I feel like with this person, it was an emotional life experience. But that's basically what I'm seeing. Total Violet. That's it. That's all that I see. I really hope this kind of like to show some information in regards to your question. Welcome. All right, so Bishma. Hopefully, I'm saying this right. Bishma. What are Ashish's current feelings for you? You too. One, two, three. Okay. So right off the bat, Seven of Cups can represent there's this illusion. There's too many options going on in regards to a relationship. That's the shadow side. Um, there's a lot of more dreaming than there is about thinking or like doing for it to be grounded. That's the shadow. Okay, so that's the bottom card. But as far as how this person, what does this person feel for you? We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, 100%. They can think really idealistically about you. Three of Wands, they see you as a challenge, like a challenge to probably overcome. Um, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, there is like some need to be grounded. I feel like how this person sees you. I feel like this is the person, and then this is how the person sees you, and I feel like um, they feel like introducing um, it's almost like when you introduce something to an already existing relationship and it's kind of like a challenge to get adjusted to it. I feel like this is how the person feels about you. It's not saying that it's bad. It's actually pretty good. Challenges, they're exciting, they're fun. And with the page, this person is kind of like interested in knowing about you. They're interested in getting more detail about you. because it feels like you're more of a teacher, um, or you appear to be more of a teacher, um, and that's where the challenge lies because the Page of Pentacles has problems trying to be on the level of the Queen of Swords. Um, it seems good, but I feel like there's some way that it needs to be grounded. Um, but that's basically what I see, how this person feels about you. Um, there's gonna be some challenges in regards to your connection, but you guys can make it work. That's it. That's all that I see. All right. So, Dougie, hello. Will your sister Ruby ever stop using meth or recover? Um, welcome. Dougie, will your sister Ruby ever stop using meth and recover? That's, I really want to say I really want to say that's a third party reading, and I will definitely have like some problems with that. I can try my best. Oh, that's so cute, but it's so dark. We have the Six of Cups, and Six of Cups can represent remembering the past, remembering the good times, um, remembering what made you feel good and alive in the past. Um, for yes, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles can represent, um, a new adventure, a new opportunity, a new way to grasp their reality. For no, we have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords can represent. I'm hearing relapse. Um, and then we have the Five of Swords, and like there's this new opportunity going on. Five of Swords can represent like there's a defeat energy. There's lies. There's some. It's not a good energy. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, and especially since it's a sword energy, it is pointing towards the no. Um, I feel like it's definitely gonna be a challenge, um, but there's still hope. That's all that I'm reading. Are really hoping for the best because there is a brand new opportunity, and it does look like a really promising journey, but not unless they decide. Alright. Um God is great. Hello. What does art think of you? Let's see. What does R think about you? That's so weird. For all the relationship readings, I'm getting the Two of Swords or the Queen of Swords. Um, Bottom card can represent some. It's Libra. It makes sense because it's Libra season, and this is kind of like the Libra Sun energy. Indecision, it can represent not taking action. Um, as far as R is thinking back to you, we have the Five of Swords. I don't see that as a bad card. Five of Swords can represent it's a critical thinking, a difference in opinion. You have Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can represent a little bit too conservative, so this person might see you as a little bit too conservative. And then we have the Eight of Wands, but they still feel like they want to move forward. God is great. I feel like this person sees you as kind of reserved, but I still feel like they want to move forward with you. Although there is this kind of like the Two of Swords is kind of like debating on whether they want you or they don't want you, and that's like on the shadow side. Just want you to be aware of that. That's basically what I'm getting as far as like what art thinks of you. So Dougie, for Ben K, how does Ben K feel about you? I'm gonna pull one card. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can represent someone who's very passionate, who's very impulsive, who wants to be on their own journey, and they don't mind being on their own journey. They might bring along people who have the same passion as they do, but they don't mind like leaving the connection if the same passion like kind of like dies down. So yeah, there's passion. So this person might feel passionate about you. Bottom card as a shadow card on the negative side. Two of Swords again. It's an indecision. It makes sense because we're in Libra season. So yeah, that's basically how this person feels about you. All right. So what does Rohith move like? What does Rohith, your friend, think about you? Helen, I will get to you real soon. What does Rohith, your friend, think about you? Move like what is Rohith, your friend, think of you? 3 cards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So one card did come out, and that card is a Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles to represent a really a family, like a long history, a long history, or like being introduced to the family, and like yeah, being introduced to the family in a good way. As a bottom card, we do have the Ace of Wands, and Ace of Wands can represent a lack of interest, but that's a shadow. So on one particular side of them, the shadow side, it might feel like there's a lack of interest, of lack of getting to know one another more personally or like adventurously. But as far as how does this person think of you, your friend? You have Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can represent as someone who's very. I see this as a a smart thinker, but it's also been known to be like a tricky person. I don't know if it's good or bad yet, but we'll see. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can represent someone who's very passionate, um, who's very persuasive with their actions. Especially see that with the um, Seven of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Swords. With the Nine of Swords can represent there's just too much going on inside this person's head, and as far as I'm concerned, the way that I see it, it's more like you're a you're a part of their life. Like you're definitely a part of their life with the Ten of Pentacles, but you're like a small part of their life. So it's so a good reading. I do feel like there does need to be some kind of like passion introduced into the friendship a little bit more, for this Ten of Pentacles to actually be really, really, and for you guys to have like an amazing environmental connection is what I'm hearing. But it's something like rekindling the flames or something like that. Like, especially with the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Like there needs to be a little bit more fun into you guys' connection. That's all that I'm getting. Let's see. Garov, is Shilpi attracted towards you physically? Yes, no. The big possibly. Yes. No. Right, so right off the bat, Garov, I feel like we have the Four of Wands, and it's kind of, this person is thinking way too much about, like, they're thinking way too much about their situation, and I feel like it's clouding their judgment. I feel like that could be something that's going on with you. Just want you to be aware of that, because that did show up as the bottom card. For yes, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is a really good card. Physically, probably yeah. For no, we have the King of Cups. And this King of Cups is not really attractive. That's the sad part. But that's gonna be quite an issue. On one hand, yes. On one hand, no. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Huh. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest with you, the Queen of Pentacles is compatible with the King of Cups. Physically, I'm not so sure. Especially since the Queen of Pentacles is right in the middle, and there's literally no way to say which direction it goes with. There's just no way to tell if it's a yes or a no. I mean, on one hand, we have the Ace of Cups, and then on the other, we have the King of Cups, and then she's just the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like she's keeping that that information hidden um, intuitively, so I can't really access that. But there is a good chance that it's a possible yes. All right. Hopefully, I answered your question. Um, General reading. Hopefully, I'm saying that. Hopefully, I'm saying this right. Helen. Poet. The poet. Helen is poet. General reading for you. Awesome. Ooh. Helen. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is someone who's very confident in their way, and it does show as the bottom card. Welcome, girl. As a bottom card, it can show like you kind of slowly but surely stepping into this. Like it's not there yet, but eventually it will get there. I feel like you have this kind of like really fine-tuned um, presence about you that's slowly opening itself up, and you're being aware of that just slowly and surely. For you, as a general reading, we have the Two of Cups. Awesome. Romance. It could represent romance. It could represent attractability, attraction. We have Judgment. Judgment is that fine-tuned energy, like that energy that can really start something new or something. It's like that energy that can bring a revolution. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So we have two cup cards, and then we have a major arcana. So Queen of Cups is someone who goes deep into their spiritual nature. I feel like for you, a general reading for you would be to go deep into your relationships, deep into your connections. Ask yourself why you're in this relationship, and when it comes to your higher self too, I feel like that's something that needs to be taken taken into consideration. How do you connect with yourself deeply? Judgment is Judgment is like an awakening. It's like this part of yourself that you never knew is trying to awaken and make itself presence into your emotional field, and you need to grasp that. I feel like that once you question and go deeper into not just your spiritual but your physical relationships, um, this Nine of Pentacles is going to start like emerging, and you're going to find things luxurious in your own right, in your own presence. Things are going to make themselves elegant for you. But that's basically what I'm getting. Welcome, Helen. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a really nice reading. Hope. Who is coming towards you in love, and what is it that they want? Amelia, I will get to you. But for right now, hope. Who is coming towards you in love, and what is it that they want? Who is coming towards you? Ooh, we have King of Pentacles. It could represent Earth sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but basically they're very materialistic in their nature. It could represent Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Just be aware of that. Or they have that kind of Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, Earth element nature in them. For as far as like what is it that they want. So we have the Chariot. The Chariot can represent emotional stability. It can represent being a little bit off guarded and like it's also a challenge card, but it's like a victory and challenge at the same time. Like they might feel a little bit closed off, and they might feel like sometimes they can't really. They feel protective. They will feel protective of the relationship. Um, the Ace of Swords, it could represent some truth. We have a lot of armor, like a lot of armor going on from the outside and from the inside. So the Ace of Swords is someone who wants to be truthful, um, who wants to be doing the right things when it comes to the relationship. Um, and then we have the Five of Wands. So this is kind of like they want to put aside any obstacles, any confrontations, any competition. They want you to be aware that they're in it for the long haul, and you shouldn't really be dealing with this kind of like gross energy of a lot of people coming in and like ruining the relationship in some way. They want you to know that they're independent and that they will clear out any of this like this unwanted energy that's just chaotic, especially with the major arcana. So they might have some Cancer in them, but yeah. So they're either they have Cancer in their placements, like in their major placements, or they might be an Earth sign. But that's basically what I'm getting. Oh, if you see those traits in someone, pay close attention because that person might be for you, and they might make your life easier. But that's it. Welcome. Just make sure to leave your questions, and I will get to it. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel like these readings resonated. But Mulia, what does S feel about you? Is he thinking about you? Let's see. We do have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is kind of like a defeat card. It's not really a good card to get. It's a difference of opinions. It can represent holding on to some previous conversations. But let's see the context of the whole reading and what this person feels about you. We have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is someone who's very passionate, who's very independent. So how this person feels about you, you're very independent. We do have the Six of we do have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles can represent an exchange of energies. And then we have the Three of Wands, and the three it goes from 6 to 3, so that's interesting. And it could represent challenges. So I feel like this person with you, this person might see you as a very passionate person, but when it comes to your energy and what they think about you, it can go from this for you, how this person sees you, it's like this person might see that you're very passionate and um, you're very passionate and you're very independent in your own way, um, and you can give and take a relationship, but I feel like they see that as a challenge. Like they have to kind of overcome these kind of obstacles, and they have to reciprocate that kind of energy towards you. Um, I'm gonna try to channel to try to simplify it. What I basically just said. Yeah. So this person might see you as kind of like challenging at times, um, but they are aware that you reciprocate this. Ugh, I can't say that, but the energy that you receive, you give it back towards them, and I feel like if they have any conflicts or issues, um, you probably give that energy back towards them. That's something to be aware of as far as like what this S feel and think about you. Hold up, guys. I need some water. All right. Let's see. So, is your previous boss and families by your brother? Emily, like, I think there was something. I think there's something in your conversations previously that like really stick with him, and that kind of difference in opinions is kind of like he's still holding on to that for some reason. A movie life. So that is a negative, but I feel like in general it can still be positive because there is that kind of vibrant, challenging energy. So that's it. But Venus is your previous boss and family helped by your brother. Okay. Let's see. Yes, no possible outcome. Yes. No possible outcome. All right. So for yes, we have King of Swords. King of Swords is someone who's um, very strict and stubborn. For no, you have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands can represent someone who's very passionate in the situation that you're in. Um, the King of Swords kind of takes priority, is what I'm hearing. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. I really instinctively want to say it's a yes. Because we do have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, it could represent not just like generations and families, it can represent outside influences or like uh, groups of financially stable people. So I want to say it's a yes. I might be wrong, but from what I see, it's a yes. And then the King of Swords is also it can also be like a manipulative person. They don't really feel like they need to, but they have the ability to. But that is all that I see, Venus. That's already two. It's bad. It's I really hope that your situation improves in this. I really do. I mean, eventually something has to happen. Yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles. So there's gonna be a loss of that Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're definitely gonna be walking away. Don't worry. All right. Next we have Monica. Next. I really want to tell you to stay hopeful. Things will look up eventually. All right, Monica, what is coming 1 month? Welcome. All right. What is coming for in 1 month for you, Monica? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Got 1, 2, 3. All right. Bottom card we have, Monica, for you. We have the Magician as the bottom card, and the Magician can represent manifesting. It can represent acquiring some skills or mastering. I feel like this is gonna be like a slow mastery of skills or a slow mastery of manifestation. Just want you to be aware of that as the bottom card. Monica, for what's coming for you for 1 month. Well, what's coming for you in the month? We have the Nine of Cups can represent pleasures. It can represent it could represent this overindulgence energy. We do have the moon, and the moon represents not really knowing what's going to happen in between that month. And then we have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're going to go from pleasure to uncertainty to this surge of like deep, primitive power. It's what I'm feeling, especially with the Magician as the bottom card. So I feel like in the first month, I feel like if you want to make a wish, do it. I really feel like you're really going to gain from it. You're not really going to be sure where this in the middle, you're not really going to be sure where this energy is going to be coming from or where it's going to appear in your life. But at the end, I do feel like you're going to be a really powerful and impactful woman. I want to say woman, but I'm not so sure. But you're going to be a really impactful, impulsively, undeniable energy. This is what I'm gonna read it as. So maybe manifest confidence in yourself, manifest your persuasive abilities, manifest your Queen of Swords can also represent a Sagittarius, so manifest something that makes you feel really, really good, especially with the Magician. But that's what I'm getting, Monica. Welcome. Um, Sharon, what does your love life hold in the near future? All right. So what is your love life hold in the near future? So, future readings, they're always subject to change. I'm just gonna say that first. But let's see if your ex is gonna come back or someone new, and what is gonna be the possible outcome. You get some water first. Right. It's someone new. I really feel like it's gonna be possibly someone new. Um, but we'll see. So we have the Four of Pentacles. I think for the time being, you're gonna be independent. You're gonna be focused on yourself. You're gonna be focused on like working. Yeah, basically working on yourself. That's gonna be the problem. Or like if something does come up in your love life, I feel like you're gonna be a little bit more reserved. For the ex, I mean, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight. I say Knight, but it's yeah, no, no. So this person might I feel like this is gonna be the X. They're gonna be there. They're gonna stick. They're gonna be yeah. They're gonna be they're gonna be sticking. For ooh for your love life for someone new to come in. I mean, we have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is all about new romance, new love being given to you, new opportunities, and I really feel like that's a really good card. Um, and then we have the Six of Wands. So I feel like in regards to your ex is going to be overshadowed by this new romance, this new person. With the Six of Wands, it could represent you heading towards a new love life, a new direction in your love life, with another individual. So, um, Sharon, I really feel like for you in your love life, someone new is going to be more deserving of your love. I do feel like there is going to be some hesitation at first because we do have the Four of Pentacles and it's kind of reserved energy, but yeah, someone new is definitely going to come up. That is all that I see. All right, Coco, will you get admission for CLBS course? Um, it's a weird question, but I could try to answer it. If you've done all the work, then let's see the probability. Um, yes, no, that's the outcome. Ooh. All right, so for you, Coco, we have the Ace of Pentacles as the bottom card, and this is going to be like a slow process. Right off the bat, I don't feel like a new opportunity is going to show itself. Like at first, I feel like it's going to take a while um, to get the admission. Um, just want you to be aware of that. So for yes, we have Justice. Um, Justice is you have two major arcana cards to be honest. For yes, Justice, I really feel like you might get something back in return. For no, uh, we have Death, and Death is like a letting go of things. Um, and then for possible outcome, we have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. This is a really complicated reading because to be honest, on one hand it's a yes, on the other it's a no. Um, and then I feel like there's going to be some restrictions. Um, this does seem like it's possible, yes, because they are the same color, and you are basically preparing yourself for a possible yes or a possible no. Um, I really want to say it's a possible yes, but it could go either way. I just want you to be aware of that. Um, Coco, especially since we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is about slow plot, um, slowly getting something, um, but possible yes. Welcome. All right. All right. So I'm just gonna be here for the last 15 minutes. So what is T as feelings for you? Are for you? TS. One, two, three. Knight of Wands as a bottom card can represent someone who is um, a little bit too. They're either too hesitant to start a journey, or they're too grounded within themselves um, to think about other people in their journey. So I just want you to be aware of that. But let's get into the reading. So we have the Empress, which is a good card, very nurturing. This person sees you as a nurturing figure. We have Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords represents seeing you um, as a critical thinker. They can let me try to channel. Um, they can see. I almost feel like this is more like a seductive energy, um, like a seductress. And then we have the Justice card as the the final the final card to what they see in you. I feel like they see two sides of you. Um, one's a very nurturing, and one's a very and it's almost like once the nurturing, and this person sees that like you are very nurturing and you're very caring, but then they also see that like on the other side you can be very prone to favor someone. Like, how do I explain this? If you don't mind caring for family and friends or for this person, but you also keep your emotions and your nurturing, not just towards them but towards other causes. Um, Let me pull one more card for you to see. You do have the Lovers, and the Lovers is a really good card. So, I mean, there's still a really good connection. Um, I don't know if it's relationship based or friendship based, but either way, the connection is good. I just want you to be aware of that. Um, that is it for you. Let's see. Rhonda, what is coming towards you in love? Let's see what is coming towards you in love. Welcome, Lily. Welcome. What is coming towards you in love? One, two, no, not that one. Three. All right. So right off the bat, what I'm going to tell you, Rhonda, we do have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords can represent some. There's some there's some stuff coming up that's really making you really critical when it comes to your love life. Um, that you need to be aware of, or it could be like you have a specific person in mind. Um, it could go a little either way. Let me look into the card to see what this is about, or like what's coming in regards towards love. We have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups can represent someone clinging on to a previous relationship. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is like, I mean, he's, this person's pointing out um, this kind of like leaving behind energy. And then we have the Ace of Cups. And this is quite interesting because I feel like this Knight of Pentacles really wants to share and express what this other person lacks in a love life. So you might be dealing with someone that's already trying to express themselves towards you, but you have this kind of like past relationship. You're looking at a past relationship when you should be more specifically looking at the present. Um, but yeah, that's basically what I see when it comes to love. I feel like there's already someone there, or there's already something going on that you need to stop thinking a little bit too critically and kind of try to embrace. Um, but yeah, that's all that I'm seeing in regards to love. Hopefully, this resonates. It's your ex if you have to stop thinking about it. Awesome. Yeah. I really feel like you're really gonna embrace love in your own way. All right. So just leave your questions down below if you're interested in the reading. Um, yes, just leave your question down below and I will get to it. Employee, general love reading for you. Okay. Okay. All right. Ooh. All right. So, Dan Chloe, for you, general love reading, we have the Ace of Wands as a bottom card, which can represent a lack of passion, a lack of interest, a lack of sexual energy. Um, it can represent like just needing to find a boost of interest. But that's the shadow card of a general love reading for you. But let's see what's in the cards. So we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords can represent feeling restricted, feeling like you can't really go anywhere in regards to love. We have the Two of Wands, and I feel like the Two of Wands is like you're feeling restricted when it comes towards your passion, and I feel like there's already someone there for you um, in regards to like relationships, because the Two of Wands can represent like two people, um, and then we have the Three. So general reading when it comes to love. I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, um, or what's going on between you and someone else, but I feel like there is some kind of restriction and that restriction is a commitment for you to, or in general in love, to try to improve and make things work. Um, but the only downside is that you can't make things work if there really isn't any passion, if there isn't any interest. You gotta find that passion. You gotta find that passion that's going to try to make it work. Um, since we do have the Ace of Wands as the bottom card, um, and Chloe, I feel like that's it. It's just finding that passion, finding that inspiration. It's gonna be a challenge to try to make it work, but yeah. Thank you for not missing my readings. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah, in your love life, you have to find a passion for yourself. Because I feel like whatever you give, you're gonna receive. So just be aware of that. But that's it. Um, who's next? Should you choose blank as your career? By the way, awesome. Thank you. So should you choose blank as your career? So I'm gonna read intuitively and see um, yes or no based on like what your higher self is trying to communicate with me. But let's see. Should you choose blank as your career? Yes. No. Desirable outcome. Yes. No. Desirable outcome. Ooh. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles represents someone who's very reserved, who has a reserved energy, who has like this kind of side business that nobody knows about, or they have this kind of like financial stability, or something financially that no one's allowed to know about. Um, so that's just something that I want to pull out. For yes, we do have the nine of pentacles, and nine of pentacles is being independently, um, financially sustainable and being comfortable, living comfortably. If you go with yes, I feel like you're gonna live comfortable. Um, for no, we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords can represent sadness. It can represent grief. It's kind of like a missed opportunity. Um, yeah, and then we have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands can represent feeling inspired, feeling a creative energy. And I really feel, since this bird is pointing towards the yes, I really feel like you should go for it. You should really go for it. Um, just because there is kind of inspirational energy. Of course, if you decide to go with no, then this might be like a little. There might be like some little disappointment, but go for it. The Nine of Pentacles. But ultimately, you make your own decisions. Nobody needs to know, to be honest, um, what you do, but go for it. Is basically what I'm saying. I noticed that too. A few male tarot readers. It's weird. Oh, it's 2:20. All right, guys. I will end this in like 2 minutes. Just. All right. So, a general reading for you. All right. Shruti. Hopefully, I'm saying this right. Shruti. Welcome. Okay. I can't say that. It's really hard. I'm so sorry. Okay, we got one card that wants to come up. 1, 2, 3. The Knight of Wands has been coming up a lot. It could represent impulsivity. For you, the general reading for you is try to be more impulsive. Try to be more. Try to look for a journey to be a part of. I feel like there's more to life than you are aware of, and I feel like life is telling you like go on an adventure. Um, I'm hearing self-discovery for you, but let's see. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles can represent being patient, waiting. We have the Empress, which is about nurturing. So it's almost like being tied down because you're trying to nurture either someone um, or possibly yourself. But there's just kind of like patiently waiting to nurture or patiently waiting for something to come into fruition. And then we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords can represent. I'm hearing missed opportunity. Like there's an opportunity for you coming up soon, where you're instead of like being patient and nurturing yourself, where this is gonna be like a really switch up to that energy, and it makes sense for the Knight of Wands to be as the bottom card because it's kind of like you're sitting patiently when really you should just be going out and adventure. You should be having fun. You should be putting your own interests. Um, but yeah, I really feel like you need to transition from this stagnant um, energy into a more passionate and um, adventure-seeking energy. It's basically what I'm getting for a general reading for you. I hope this resonated. But yeah, all right, guys. That is it. I am currently going to end this live. Hello. Um, Unfortunately, like I am just finishing the session because I do have to go somewhere. To uh, but I will be back either next Thursday or Friday, possibly. Um, to answer questions. If you're interested, you can also book a private reading with me. But yeah, make sure to have fun, take care, enjoy life, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.